الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وحبيبنا رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك الكريم لله تعالى. So we started going over the exits of the letters. All right, we were on page 11. We went over the air letters. What are the air letters, sister? Yes? Sorry? Yes. Yes, ma'am. The alif, waw, and the ya. Be quiet. The alif, waw, and the ya, when they are extended vowels, those are the air letters. Why are they called the air letters?
Because they don't come from a specific place.
Because they don't come from any specific spot. They don't come from a specific spot. They flow out with the passage of the air. A, U, E. How many spots do the throat letters come from? Yes, sir? No. What? 3. What are they? The top, the middle, and the bottom. But where do we start? From the bottom, then the middle, then the top. Yes. Which letters come from the bottom of the throat? Yes? Yes? The Hamza and what? Ha. You agree with him? Hamza and Ha. Hamza and Ha. Ah. Ha. From the bottom. What comes from the middle? Yes, sir? Yes? The ha and the ain. What comes from the top of the throat? Yes? Kha and ghain. Tayyib. Then we started going over the letters that come from the tongue. What comes from the back of the tongue? Someone back here? What comes from the back of the tongue? Yes? Qaf and yes? What? No? Well, that should be pretty easy. Which one goes with Qaf? Yes? Kaf. Qaf and Kaf. It's easy. Which letters come from the middle of the tongue? Yes, ma'am. Which letters come from the middle of the tongue? Yes? What's the middle of the tongue? What's the middle of the tongue? Yes. When you stick your tongue out, where your tongue stops at your lips is the middle of your tongue. What comes from that spot? Yes, sir? Jim, sheen, and ya. Jim, sheen, and ya. It's good for you to know this because it helps you to pronounce the letters better. If you know where they come from, then you can pronounce them better. You can consciously think about producing those letters from their proper exits. What did we say about the ya and the wow? They have 2 exits. It depends on if it's a vowel or not, right? If it's an extended vowel, then the exit of the ya and the wow is the same as the exit of the alif. A, U, E. It comes out with the passage of the air. If it's not an extended vowel, if it's a consonant sound, then the ya comes from where, sir? Yes, you? The middle of the tongue. Ya. And the wow comes from where, sir? Wow. No, it's not working. No, that's not from the tongue. The wow come from the tongue. Let's see. Wow. That's not working. Yes? From the lips. The wow come from the lips. What? Wudu. Okay. And which letter takes up the whole side of your tongue? Huh? Bod. Which side does the bod usually come from? Yes? The left side. Ba. But some people can make it come from the right side. Ba. And it is said that bod is the most challenging letter to pronounce. And it is also said that Arabic language is lughatul bod, the language of the bod, because no other language has a bod. And we stopped there last time, right? Okay. From the front edge of the tongue come the lam, the noon, and the ra. Lam. The lam starts where the bod stops. The bod goes all the way up the side of your tongue. And then, so you know how your tongue curves at the front? So you have the side of your tongue, then it curves around the front, and then you have the other side of your tongue. So the bod takes up the whole side of your tongue, and the lam starts from where the bod ends. Lam. And the lam has two sisters, ra and noon. Lam, ra, and noon are all sisters. Also from the edge of the tongue, but in conjunction with the hard palate. What does conjunction mean? Together with the hard palate, or in connection with the hard palate. What's the hard palate? Yes, the hard palate is this hard part up there, the roof of your mouth. You have a hard palate that's in the front, it's hard there. And you have a soft palate in the back. That's soft in there. Okay. That's the soft palate. Okay? You have the hard palate and the soft palate. So the letters that come with the tongue and the hard palate are fa, dal, and ta. Which one of them is the strongest? Which one of those three? Those three letters that come from the edge of the tongue with the hard palate, fa, dal, and ta. Which one is the strongest of them? Yes, sir. No. Ma'am? Fa. Fa is the strongest one. Okay? And that's why the alif sound is heavy. We didn't say fa, we said fa, because it's heavy. Fa. Dal and ta. Which one is the weakest one?
I remember you said about the hard palate and it's bothering me.
Ta. Ta is the weakest one of those three. Then, from the tip of the tongue, along with the area between the upper and lower front teeth, so you have the tip of your tongue, and you have the upper teeth and the lower teeth. So what's between the upper and the lower teeth with the tip of the tongue? Come, Sin, Sad, and Zay. Sin, Sad, and zai. Which one of those three is the strongest? Sod. Sod. Which of them is the weakest? Sin. And finally, from the edge of the tongue, in conjunction with the top front teeth, come the dha, dhal, and tha. Dha, dhal, and tha. They come from the tongue with the top teeth. Tha, dha, dhal. Which of those three is the strongest? Dha. Dha is the strongest. Now for the lip letters. From the inner bottom lip against the top front teeth comes the fa. So the fa comes from one lip. The fa comes from one lip with the teeth. Fa. Okay? And then
Can you do it with your top lip too?
from the two lips together, come the meme, the ba, and the wow. You say meme, ba, wow. However, the last of these three leaves an opening between the lips. That means the wow leaves an opening between the lips. The wow leaves a little circle. Wow. Okay? So, who can tell me, out of these four letters, ba, meme, wow, and fa, which one is the strongest? Ba, that's correct. Ba is the strongest one of those four. And who can tell me which one of these four is the furthest relative of these four family members? Ba, meme, wow, and fa. Which one of those four is the furthest one in the family? Yes? Yes. Because the fa comes only from one lip, while the others come from both lips. The others come from two lips. The fa only comes from one lip. So then, let's look at the three that come from two lips. Ba, meme, and wow. Which one of these three is the furthest? Wow. Why?
The part in the lip.
Because it leaves an opening. Wow. The ba and the meme both use the lips totally. Ba, meme. Good. Note. Now, didn't we, before we started talking about the exits of the letters, didn't we mention a scholar who talked about the exits of the letters yesterday? Anyone remember his name? Yes? Yes? Al-Khalil ibn Ahmad. He was among those. What did he do? Yes? What's Al-Ain? Yes, he made a dictionary called Al-Ain. And in that dictionary, he talked about that. He arranged his words according to the exits of the letters. His dictionary is arranged according to the exits of the letters. So let's look and see, how did Al-Khalil arrange the letters? Note, this is not Al-Khalil ibn Ahmad's exact arrangement of the letters in his dictionary. His arrangement is as follows. Ain, ha. So wait, let's back up. Why we said he didn't start with Hamza? all the way at the bottom, yes? Yeah, because it flips and changes into different letters, so he didn't want to start there. Then how come he didn't want to start with the ha? Yes? Sorry? Not because it's too far back. Yes? Because it has no sound, or it practically has no sound. He said, La sawta laha. It has no sound. Really, it has a sound, but its sound is so soft. So he didn't want to start there, so he went up to the next one. He went up to the next exit, and which letter did he find there? Ayn. So he started there. So he arranged his letters like this. Ayn, ha. Then he went back down, and he grabbed the ha. Then kha and ghain. Then he went back up. Kha, ghain. Then, that's the top of the throat. Then from the back of the tongue, he mentioned kaf and qaf, but qaf is closer to the throat. And then he went to the middle of the throat, jim, sheen. And what else is in the middle of the throat, the middle of the tongue with jim and sheen? What goes in the middle of the tongue with jim and sheen? Yes? No? Yes? Huh? Yeah. Well, he didn't mention yeah here. Why? Because also the ya flips around a lot, so he saved that one for the end. It changes a lot. Then he went to the side of the tongue and he mentioned bod. You can see the list right there on your page. And he mentioned bod. Then he went to the front of the tongue and he mentioned sod, sin, zay. Then he went to ta, ta and dal. Then he went to ra, lam, noon. Then he went to fa, ba, mim. Then he went to the wow, which flips around a lot. And now what's left? The alif, which is an extension letter and it flips around a lot. And the ya and the hamza. That's how he arranged his letters. Okay? Any question? MashaAllah. طيب. Now there's another exit we need to talk about, which is al-khayshun, the bridge of the nose. Okay? That's the part of your nose that's closest to your forehead. As for the inside of the bridge of the nose, the sweet sound that comes from it is not a letter. It is an attribute of the noon and the meme called the ghunnah. It resembles the sound of a doe that lost her fawn. What's a doe? A female deer. So that sound that comes out of your nose with the noon and the meme, that hum, and inna lamma وَخَلَقَ الْجَانَّ مِن مَارِجٍ مِّن نَارٍ. That humming sound that comes from your nose, it resembles the sound of the doe that lost her fawn. What's a fawn? Her baby deer. It is bound to these two letters, the noon and the meme. The ghunnah comes with which letters? Two letters. Which letters it comes with? Noon and meme. Whether or not they had a vowel. So if you say, for example, na, nu, ni, ma.